Every American sitting at home right now needs to realize that you are paying for a genocide.
So this is Anthony Aguilar. He's a retired lieutenant colonel who served in the U.S. Army for 25 years and most recently was at GHF, the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, from May to June 2025. And in that short time, he witnessed the genocide of Palestinians and since then has become a key whistleblower. Just yesterday, Anthony Aguilar and Josephine Gilbo were forcibly removed from a Senate confirmation hearing for calling out the committee members and their complicity in the genocide. The GHF has been riddled with controversy since it started in May of 2025. We are meant to believe that a private organization backed by Israel and the US is going to be a better provider than the United Nations for aid distribution to people that they are complicit in killing. Make that make sense. For context, GHF set up about 4 secure distribution sites, each meant to serve around 300,000 people, in contrast to the UN's 400 smaller spread out locations. And this meant that elderly, disabled folks, anyone that's sick or injured, had to travel extremely long distances through active conflict zones just to get access to basic food and medicine. And these sites are far from being safe havens. If anything, they're the exact opposite, with IDF soldiers and private contractors surrounding each site, where approximately 994 unarmed civilians have died just because they wanted to get access to aid. Over 170 NGOs, including Oxfam, Doctors Without Borders, and Amnesty International, have called for a complete dismantling of GHF's problematic distribution aid system, urging a return to UN-led aid. Aguilar, who worked as a subcontractor with UG Solutions as part of GHF's aid delivery process, gave a first-hand account to Democracy Now!, saying that the US mercenaries and Israeli forces were committing war crimes by indiscriminately shooting towards Palestinians that were just waiting in line for aid, on top of that describing it as both dystopian and a post-apocalyptic wasteland. And after weeks of public outrage and congressional advocacy, 3 senators, Senator Warren, Van Hollen, and Welch, sent a letter to the Secretary of State, the Ambassador to Israel, and OMB's director to demand urgent action on GHF, criticizing the State Department for lack of oversight over GHF, highlighting the rising death toll and coordination with the Israeli military. We can't make real progress until we address the true crises at hand: the genocide, occupation, and systemic military violence, which Anthony Aguilar has exposed so courageously firsthand.